Hey guys, I'm gonna wait for some of you to hop on. If you're listening to this recording, please fast forward for about 2 minutes. Hope you guys are having a fabulous morning. I've got some really good stuff to talk about, and I'm gonna get my dogs taken care of. Come on, guys. Come on, come here. Good. Yeah, there you go. Okay, lay down. Woo! It is cold outside, guys. Oh my God. It is cold inside. For those of you guys that are in cold weather, I hope you're staying warm. We got about a minute before we start, and I guess we can chat it up here before we get going. I came to you guys straight out of bed. I feel it's important to be authentic with you guys and let you guys know that I too walk around looking like a zombie sometimes and a hot mess, and and sometimes I think it's good to see a leader or someone that, you know, hold on one second, guys. My husband messaged me. Sometimes I think it's good to see your leader straight up authentic, and you guys are going to see me with crazy hair, and you're going to see me with no makeup, and you know, it's because, first of all, I feel like we're family. A lot of us are very close, and for those of us that aren't close, I hope that we get closer in the near future. But I also want you to know that you know, I live the same life you do. I have the same crazy busy life that you do, and you know, you can make it work no matter what. So let's get started. First, I want to try to keep up and say good morning to all of you guys if I can. So good morning, Grace. Good morning, Amber. Let's see who else. Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Maureen. Good morning, Aurelie. I hope I say your name right. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Steffi's freezing under her blanket. You just washed for me. Oh, I'm going to be with Steffi next week. We're going to a conference. Good morning, Jackie. We're going to a conference next week. So I have some really cool stuff. I'm going to start with some personal development, but I'm going to give you some nuts and bolts things that I did for my business this week so you guys can carry that with you. So I hope this helps you out. I'm going to start going live more, and let me explain, because of authenticity, I want to explain why I haven't gone live. To be completely honest with you guys, I struggle with depression and anxiety, and there are a lot of days when I don't feel that I'm worthy to tell you guys anything. And I want you to know this because, like I said, I struggle with things that you struggle with as well, or maybe some of you do, maybe some of you don't. But I want you to know that I am going to try, because I can't tell you as a leader all these things I'm about to tell you if I'm not trying to get out of my struggles. If I'm just sitting here making excuses saying, well, you know, the weather's getting cold, I struggle with depression, I struggle with anxiety, and I'm just going to, you know, go and hide, and I'm not going to be a present leader for you because of this. I'm not going to do that to you guys, because it's not fair to you. And it's not fair to me either. I've got to get past these things in order to become a bigger and better person, better than yesterday, right? That's what we all strive for. Good morning, Dee. Good morning, Samantha. Good morning, Carrie. Good morning, Shauna. I could just go on and on. Okay, all right, I'm gonna stop, but just know that I love you guys, even if I'm not saying good morning. So I went to a Rachel Hollis, a Rise business convention last week, and Steffi and I are going to a business convention next week in Orlando, and I'm going to share some of what I've learned, some of what I learned about myself there, and some of the things that I'm doing in my business. That way you can feel like you can duplicate these things. I'm going to come on randomly during the week because I want to come on when I'm feeling inspired, and I don't want to tell you guys, oh, I'll be on every Friday at 12. Well, if I'm not feeling inspired that Friday at 12, I don't want to I want to be able to offer you guys my 100%. So every week I'm going to be coming to you guys, at least telling you guys what I'm doing for my business, so you feel like you can duplicate it. Okay. I want to start out by doing an exercise with you guys. And this is something that some of you leaders can carry to your teams, maybe if they miss this. I want you guys to stop and think about that person in your head that tells you all the time that maybe you're not worthy, that, and this is a different exercise. So stay, if you guys have heard me talk about some other things, just stay with me for a second. So that person that maybe in your head tells you you're not worthy, that you cannot do this, that you're not strong enough, that you're not good enough, that, that person that gives you excuses in your head telling you why you can't do things, right? I want you to think about that person, and I want you to take it a little bit further. I want you guys to give that person a face. So okay, and I want you to give that person a name, okay? So anybody that here that has the name Kimberly, no offense, but I named mine Kimberly. And Kimberly is super bitchy. And Kimberly sits in my head all the time telling me I can't do hard things. I'm going to sound stupid if I talk to this stranger. You're never going to make money in this business because there's people on your Facebook page that don't agree with what you're doing, and you're never going to do good at this, and blah, blah, blah. So Kimberly is the name of mine. I want you guys to think of whoever, if it's Pam, Karen, whoever the name of this person is, give them a name and a face, okay? Now I want you to imagine that this person comes into your home one day and says all these things that you tell yourself or they tell you in your head in front of your children, in front of your husband, your wife, your partner. They come into your house, okay? Y'all know I'm straight up ghetto sometimes, and I will bust that person up in my house if they would come in my house saying the things that they say to me in my head around my kids and around my husband. I would never allow somebody to come into my home and say those things. Yet, we are allowing that crazy lady to dictate our whole lives, to dictate our success, to dictate what we do on a daily basis that might build our business, but we don't do it because we're listening to Pam and Karen and Kimberly. You're allowing their voice to be louder than your own. And what I'm asking you to do starting now is to make your voice louder than theirs and kick their asses out of your house. Kick their ass out of your life, because if you allow Pam and Kimberly to keep this up, you're never going to make that $5,000 paycheck that you want with Scentsy. You're never going to make that $10,000. You're never going to make that $500 a month that you desire. That $500 a month, that means that you don't have to walk through the grocery store. I'm getting emotional. Y'all know I always get emotional because I've been there. What I want for you guys is to not walk through the grocery store and have to read all of the prices because you can't afford to get the things that your kids want and need and you desire. I don't want you guys to live that life. And I'm here to serve you, and I am here to motivate you and give you inspiration so that you can inspire the others on your team so that they can make that extra $500 a month and that extra $10,000 a month that they desire, so they don't have to live the life that they don't want to live. They don't have to stay with that husband that is abusing them or that wife that is abusing them. They don't have to live in a cruel world of debt. Stay with me. I'm not going to cry the whole time, I promise. And the reason I'm crying is because I love you guys so much and I want more for you. I just need you to want more for yourself. Okay, so now I told you it's getting real authentic up in here. I want you guys, instead of getting overwhelmed, I want you guys to think of one goal for 2020, okay? And we're going to come back to this a little bit, but I want you to write it down. I want you to tell us here what your goal is. Here is why. When you write down your goal, you put it somewhere you can see it. And it doesn't even have to be about Scentsy, guys. I'm just talking life. I want you to fill your life, whether it's Scentsy or not, okay? Because I am here to help you find purpose along with me finding purpose in my life. I'm here to show you what I'm learning so that we can all grow together, okay? I want you to put that goal somewhere you can see it, and every day we're going to talk about visualizing, and I need you to visualize yourself getting closer to that goal, hitting that goal, living the life inside that goal. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to talk about this more. But think about that one goal, and the reason that you need to say it out loud and share it with others is because you hold yourself accountable then. And there's a big difference. We can all write down a goal, right? But once you show it to your husband, your wife, your partner, your kids especially, right? Once you show it to them, that's when the magic happens, because you're like, oh snap, I just told somebody my goal. That means I need to do it, right? So we're going to do that. Okay, let me share with you guys. So we're going to come back to that, but I want to share with you guys some of the things that I do daily in my business, some things that you can duplicate, right? Okay, so every single day, I'm going about my day thinking, who can I connect with online? New friends. Who can I connect with online? Maybe it's at a Facebook party that I'm having, and there's 10 people that say they're going. Well, I'm messaging those 10 people that say they're going, and I'm connecting with them. Hey, I see you're in North Carolina. I used to live there. You know, finding commonalities with people is networking. That's what it is, okay? So I'm thinking about, okay, well, where am I going to go this week that I'm going to see people? And I'm not going to go through life too busy to connect with people, right? Because that's what we all do. We walk past people all the time. We don't talk to people. I'm not going to let Pam tell me in my head that I shouldn't talk to that person, okay? I'm not going to live through fear anymore. I'm going to embrace my fear, throw it out the window, and then I'm going to go talk to that person. So who are you networking with? Networking is making friends. Who are you making friends with? Acquaintances, whatever you want to call them, right? Okay. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that online. I'm doing that in person. And then if you can't, you know, if you're like, oh, I'm not going anywhere, well, you need to push yourself outside of the house, right? We need to do that. We need to get out. We need to network with people. Okay, second, I'm following up with people. So I'm using Amy app that Scentsy has available for us to follow up with my customers that I already have, and I'm following up with all my new friends that I'm making. My new friends that I'm making, I'm not talking Scentsy. I'm following up with them to say, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Whatever system you have to follow up with these people is good enough. I don't care if you just have to write it down on a piece of paper, okay? As long as you have a system, it doesn't matter what kind of system. You don't have to have a fancy Excel document or something like that, okay? Number three, I coach my team. So I work with my frontline that are working their business, and I also work with our directors on our team. So that's my job as a superstar director that I'm coaching. And the reason I'm coaching is because I want them to carry it down. So people assume, since you have a team of hundreds or thousands, that you're working with every single person. That's not true. You are working with your frontline first and training them. Why? Why do you do that? Oh my gosh, I've been lifting weights and look, I have a callus. So you're teaching them, that way they can carry it on and teach their front line, and they can teach their front line, and they can teach their front line, okay? Because we have to make this duplicatable. And you don't realize that until you become a leader of a bigger team, the reason why you're doing this. If you worked with every single person on your team every single day, you would never get anything done, and you would never work your own business. And we need to spend 80% of the time working our own business, okay? So there's coaching. Also, what am I doing every single day? I'm planting seeds, okay? So I think of myself like a farmer, and I am offering the soil an opportunity to grow, to flourish, to build something even more beautiful. If you are not thinking that you're offering somebody an opportunity, whether it's you're asking them, you know, if they want to host a party, you're mentioning the join opportunity, if you do not believe, okay, so people don't need, let me explain something to you guys real quick. People don't need to believe in your opportunity right away, but they need to believe that you believe in it. Okay, I'm going to say that again. People do not need to believe in the opportunity right away, but they need to believe that you believe in it. If they believe that you believe in this opportunity and you really believe in this opportunity, that's how you're going to get them to see that you really believe in it, because it's going to shine. It's going to exude out of your pores that you really believe that you can serve them and help them in some way with this business, because this business is not about a product, okay? Our products are great. They sell themselves. We share about it. People buy it usually, okay? What you're offering and what you're serving people with is an opportunity here, okay? An opportunity to get amazing products for free, an opportunity to grow their own dreams, whatever that dream is, to join your team, whether it be money or personal development or whatever, right? You're offering an opportunity. If you really believe in this opportunity and you're sharing it with everybody and you're sprinkling that sunshine everywhere you go, people are going to join your team. They're going to flock to you. They're going to trust you. They're going to like you. They're going to believe that you believe, right? Okay. So a thing to remember about being a farmer is when you're planting seeds, there's going to be floods. There's going to be birds come along and eat your seeds, okay? And remember, this is with your team too. When you have a team, think of them like seeds, right? There's going to be seeds that birds carry away. There's going to be seeds that get drowned out by water, and there's nothing you can do to help some people see the great opportunity that this is, and that's okay. We move on and we find others that do believe in the opportunity, that want to build a business and do well and not have excuses, right? So we don't focus on the negative, we focus on the positive and what is ahead, okay? Those seeds that are left though, they're going to grow, but they take time. Now, how does this relate to your business? Well, for example, there are plenty of you here that are on my front line. How long did it take you to join? You didn't join right away. You watched me on Facebook, you watched me go on trips, I followed up with you numerous times. When the time was right for them, they joined. Why is that important? You don't want to force somebody to join when the time's not right for them, because if the time is not right for them, they are not going to grow and flourish in this business. They're probably going to get overwhelmed and not do anything with it. So the time has to be right for them, okay? Okay, some of you guys are like me. Most of you guys are probably like me. And what I'm about to tell you, we are making money. We're just not managing it right. A lot of us now, especially some of you guys that are hitting superstar consultant, director, you're making full-time income, you're not managing your money right. And I've been doing this for so long and I'm getting out of it right now. And I'll tell you guys, it's not easy to take a big chunk of, you know, the paycheck that you've always been desiring and having to put that towards debt. You should not be going into debt for your business, okay? Now, if you have a huge craft show coming up and you have the cash to pay for inventory, by all means, buy inventory if you feel, you know, secure in that. But you guys should not be going into debt for your business, okay? Now, do you have to invest in a business for it to do well? Yes, to an extent you do, which is where money managing comes in. You have to set aside your small amount of your paycheck to pay for things that invest in your business, okay? But a lot of us are spending money we don't have. A lot of us are spending money, and Orville gives us all this example. You should be spending the money that you made last year or in the last 6 months, and not the money that you're making now. So and here's an example of this. So if last year you're making $1,000 a paycheck and this year you're making $3,000, put that $1,500 aside in savings. You know you can live off of that, you know, that money that you were making last year, or invest a little bit of that $1,500 back into your business and put a little bit in savings and pay off debt with a little bit. See where I'm going? Don't go blow it all on eyelash extensions and you know, hair extensions and Louis Vuitton bags if you don't have that money. Now, if you have that money and you can pay cash, then do it. Some of you guys might want to look up Dave Ramsey. It might be for some of you, it might not be, but look up Dave Ramsey and look up how to come up with a budget and get good at it, right? I don't think any of us are born with the ability to be good at this business or good at finances or anything. We all learn, right? So I want you guys to learn how to become good at that. A lot of us have time. We're just not managing it right. So I hear all the time, and it really makes me mad, and you guys know this, like when people are like, oh, I'm so busy, I'm like, oh, you're right, because I'm not. I'm not busy. I don't have kids and a huge business to run. And, you know, I've never had a full-time job and ran a business on the side. Like, my bad, you know. You guys, for every excuse you have, there's somebody on this team that has that excuse plus 10 more that they could use, and they're successful and you're not. So don't bring me your excuses ever, because it won't work. I don't want to hear it, because there's always going to be somebody that has a tougher life than you, or you know, whatever, and they're making things work. So the problem is you're not managing your time right. And here's an example of that I went over this Tuesday on our block party. Every person in society right now, not every person, I shouldn't have said every, a lot of people, most people are spending an hour and 30 minutes a day on social media, just scrolling and posting and blah, blah, blah. I want you to take that, and I want you to stop doing that, but be intentional with your time on social media. I'm not telling you to get off, because social media can be great for our business, but be intentional. Are you networking with people? Are you following up with people? Are you building connections with people? Use your time wisely. So time management is your problem. It's not, we all have enough time. We all have a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there. It's how you're managing your time and making things important and prioritizing them. That is the problem. Stop doing things. Stop not doing things because you're afraid of what people think of you. Guys, I will be the first person to tell you that, you know, I have a hair that grows out of my forehead and my chin all the time that I have to pluck out, and, you know, tell you the most authentic things about me. Why? Okay, so maybe people say you shouldn't open yourself up like that, or that's embarrassing, or blah, blah, blah. No, man, I want people to know I'm a real person, and because they connect with you on a level that they can't connect with you if you're like, oh, I'm perfect and I'm doing everything the right way and blah, blah, blah. So instead of stopping when you are going to post something on social media or say something and questioning yourself, just do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and do it. And you're going to find that not only that helps you bust that fear, but it also helps you connect with people. Quit thinking that they're not going to like you. And, you know, social media, I hear all the time, I don't want to post, I don't want to bug people. Okay, well, first of all, you're not bugging, you're offering a great opportunity, right? So we need to get out of that mindset. 70% should be about your life or lifestyle, and 30% can be about your business. You guys can post 10 times a day, and guess what? Only 15% or less of your people are going to see each one of those posts. Chances are they're not going to see them all. Now, those people that you are messaging on social media and you're commenting under, those are going to be the people that see your post first, and they do see it. It takes time to build social media when you have a business. When I first started, I didn't have a lot of my customers on my Facebook at first, so I had to build that customer base on my Facebook, and then I started to get people to comment. But for the first 9 months, people weren't commenting under my stuff or liking it. But you also have to understand that, like I said, 15% or less people are seeing it. Now, going live does help, and that's something I need to get better with. And what do I mean by lifestyle? So show them your lifestyle. Show them that you're a crazy busy mom or crazy busy dad as well, and you're rocking this business. Take pictures of yourself on our Tuesday calls, you know, hanging out with my friends, hanging out with my team. Build your business into your lifestyle. So you know, show yourself putting your washer whiffs in your dryer or washer, and oh my goodness, I'm so excited to do laundry. Or, you know, at the beach, Christy is here and she shows herself at the beach all the time. Just relaxing on the beach, y'all. So glad I have a job that allows me to do this. You know what I mean? That's a lifestyle that you can bring into business and connect those two together. Okay, so some other things that I do daily. So I always thank my customers. So my online customers, I have a little envelope. I put a thank you note in there, and it tells a little bit about my family and has a picture of my family because I want them to know, you know, this business is supporting a family. I give them a scent circle, okay? And I always tell them, if y'all want to talk about joining, ask me about my special, because there's always a special. You know why? Because we have earn a kit. So there's always a special, a join special. To me, the $99 kit is a special because y'all are getting $225 or more in stuff for $99. That is a special. Okay, so don't downplay that $99 kit. You know how many people are going out there getting their, if you get your nails, your toes done and your eyebrows waxed, that can be almost $100 right there. Okay, people are saying they don't have the money, but they're going out and getting their pedicures, aren't they? I know they are. You know they are too. Something else I do for my business, and I talked about this earlier for some of you guys that showed up, but things I do on a daily for my business. I'm always connecting with people no matter what. That's the one thing I can tell you guys. I'm always, saying thank you, doing my follow-ups, connecting with new friends. That is the number one. If y'all have a page in your local area and people are asking for doctors or lawyers or a nail person or whatever, connect with them, add them as a friend, and be like, hey, I'm sending you a message, and send them a message and say, hey, I've got this great nail person. If you go there and mention me, you get blah, blah percent. Come up with your nail person a way that you can get reimbursed. Or just tell them, hey, they've got a military discount, or they've got a hairy toe discount, or whatever. Think of ways that you can serve others, okay? And be authentic about it. Don't just do it to get Scentsy business, but authentically go out and serve people. And you will find when you serve others and you find ways, you listen to them, tune into what they need, and you find ways to help them, the universe will give you back what you are putting out. Always, okay? All right, I don't want to keep you guys too much longer, but I have something else real quick that I wanted to share with you guys. So some of you guys that were on Tuesday's call know that I came back from this conference, and the one thing that I need to dedicate is time for myself, right? I feel like I've got a lot of aspects in my business down pat because I've been doing it for a while, but I'm not taking time for myself. And if I can't take care of myself, I can't serve you guys. I can't serve my customers. I can't serve anybody. I can't be a good mom, a good wife. So here's what I'm doing. I am waking up not at 5 a.m. I know some of y'all wake up at 5 and work out and do your thing. I can't, because I will be like a dragon and hate everybody in life if I wake up that early. But I wake up at 7 a.m. now instead of 8 a.m. because I have to get my son on the bus at 8:50. So 7 a.m. I wake up, I get on my Peloton bike, I come down, I lift my weights, and then I'm spending 10 minutes meditating and visualizing. And I'm going to teach you guys how to do this. So if you want to do it along with me, or if you want to just listen, that way you know how to do it. There are apps that we can share. If Jackie's still here, she can share her app that she uses. There are a lot of different apps that help you meditate. Take your bubble bath at night. Do what you've got to do for yourself, because it is going to help you better everything in life, okay? So let's go through meditating and what I do and what you can do. And I know this, just hold on tight. I know you guys think this is a little hippie, some of you, but it works, and it's proven to work. If you want to have success in your business, sometimes you have to do things even if you think they're a little bit weird. Trust me. Okay, so either do this with me or just listen to me. If you don't know how to meditate, I'm going to teach you. If you don't know how to visualize, I'm going to teach you. If you do this with me, the first time I did this, I cried, okay? And here's why. It's going to make you think of hard things. It's going to make you think of things you think are impossible. It is going to stop you in this busy world and think. And sometimes that makes people emotional, and it's okay. Just let your tears go, okay? Okay, I want you guys to close your eyes. Get comfortable. If you're sitting in your chair, put your feet up. Whatever gives you more comfort. I want you guys to close your eyes. And I want you guys to push all of your stress, start at your head, and push all of your stress down through your head. Compress it down through your chest. Push it down through your intestines, down your thighs, past your knees, down your shins. And I want you guys to release it through your toes. Do it again if you need to. I need you guys to compress your anger, your frustration, your anxiety, all. Bring it down and push it out through your feet. Be in the moment. Don't think about anything else but the things that I'm saying. Take yourself somewhere with someone who believes or maybe believed in you. Maybe this person is gone and you're missing them and you're struggling with that. Take yourself to that place that you feel safe. For me, it was my grandmother's living room. Laying on the couch with her. That was my safe place. For you, it might be your bedroom or a beach or a lake. Take yourself to that safe place with that safe person, with an object that maybe you have a special blanket or a stuffed animal. It's not childish. If it brings you comfort, bring that item with you. And come to a place with gratitude in your head. A gratitude that you had this person even if they're not here. A gratitude of that moment that you spent with them, those moments you spent with them. A gratitude for your life, for your breath, for your health, your family. Don't think about the things that you wish you could have, should have, and would have done. The things that aren't happening. Think about the things that are happening and the gratitude that you feel for those good things that are happening. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And if it helps, some people put their tongue on the roof of their mouth. And just open your mouth a little bit when you're breathing out. And breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now I want you guys to take yourself to a place where you're visualizing that thing that you think is impossible to do. Take yourself to a place where you are walking that stage as a Scentsy director. You're being able to quit your full-time job. Take yourself to that place where if you want to quit a full-time job and you want Scentsy to be able to do that for you, take yourself to that place where you can visualize yourself walking out those doors the day that you get to quit that job you hate. The day that you're buying that new dream car and paying cash for a huge deposit. That day that you're paying off all of your debt. I want you to visualize how happy and grateful that makes you feel to be in that moment. Picture what you're wearing, what you're thinking, who's around you. Picture the car that you're buying. Get everything in your head and visualize that moment. And I'm going to leave you guys a second just to be in that space and visualize receiving that award at work, spending more time with your children, whatever it may be. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Before we end this, I want to remind you guys that you can be this person you're visualizing. Take 10 minutes a day to do this for yourself, to bring yourself in this calm zone in this crazy world. And you guys can open your eyes if you did close your eyes, but that is going to allow you to visualize yourself. If you can visualize yourself every day, maybe you have a disease that you are trying to overcome. There have been so many studies done on people with cancer that they visualize every day the actual cancer cells separating from their organs, and they've been able to beat cancer. And I know you guys think this is silly, but look it up. I just watched a documentary. I can post it. Oh my gosh, it's like one word. But it's talking about visualizing in there. And if there's only one thing you do for yourself a day, go on a 10-minute, 20-minute walk and do a 10-minute visualization and meditation. If that's all you can do, take a bubble bath and do a visualization while you're in your bubble bath. If you guys can visualize yourself in that successful place, you will become great. I promise. Okay. And I'm going to be doing this along with you guys too. So I really want to see those transformations. And we're going to be talking about this stuff a lot. So I hope you guys carried with you some information. I want to share with you guys real quick. So real quick before you leave, I want to show you guys something. So I have a goal this month, and it's a crazy big goal, right? And I'm halfway there, but I have a really, did not have anything booked. So I got on the horn, did some follow-ups, and I was able to book 8 parties. Then I became overwhelmed, and I told Steffi that I don't know how I'm going to take care of it. So what do we do when we want to eat an elephant? We eat one chunk at a time. So I started to just make up my bag parties, right? I do not put all testers in because it overwhelms people. So this is an example. My ladies at my office at my business, my neighborhood here, they wanted me to bring up something they could keep in the office, and they're all going to get the hostess rewards. I have about 30 testers in here, okay? So I just separated them from a full set. And I have my little postcard that I tell about myself and my business, my family, okay? I have 5 product sheets because I tell them, hey, if anybody wants to take a product sheet, give it to them, or if they want to circle the scents that they liked, they can take one, right? 10 order forms and 2 catalogs. So I tell the hostess, I say, hey, keep this with you, and this has the scent of the month and warmer of the month brochures. Keep one with the bag party, and then maybe one will get lost, or you keep the one, or whatever. Okay, and then I have some samples that I had left over for the ladies at the office to try our laundry to see how awesome it is. Now, nothing special. You know why? Because I didn't have time to print anything out, do anything cute, and I wanted to show you guys this because sometimes we have to quit thinking, overthinking, and just do, okay? Because what overwhelms us sometimes is we see all these cute things being done, and we're like, oh my gosh, I need to do this, I need to do that. If you're doing the cute things, great. If it doesn't overwhelm you, great, then do it. It overwhelms me. I needed to get these out. And I also have, for 6 of my people, they are doing online parties. So I put in here, and I'm sorry I did not show you guys before I sealed it, but all it is 12 testers, a catalog, 5 order forms, and 5 product sheets. And then my little postcard that I showed you guys with, tells about my family. That's it. And you know why? Because that's all I had on hand. I didn't have to print anything out. What I'm going to focus on more, and what I do focus on more, instead of all the cutesy stuff, I focus more on making sure that the customer or the hostess knows by highlighting the name, email, phone number, and telling them it's really important to get that information. Why? Because then I can build a connection with that person on social media. By finding them, I can build that connection with them by text messaging them, and I also have their information to be able to follow up with them later. So you need that information. That's more important. To me, connecting with those people that are, since this is not a home party, connecting with those people is more important than having everything perfect in a bag, okay? Just sometimes you just need to throw things together and get them out. Make them look as professional as you can and just do it. Don't overthink things, guys. You don't need to have perfection in this business. What you do need to have is drive. What you do need to have is every single day time to build this business and work this business and do the things that we talked about today, okay? You don't need to have perfect little samples, perfect little handouts, perfect little anything. I mean, look at me. I told you, I rolled out of bed, I worked out, this is what you're getting, perfection is not something that anyone should strive for, and I hope you guys are not striving for that in your business, because it is going to overwhelm you and burn you out. Okay, I'm going to end with this. Scentsy is up. Okay, so businesses go through normal roller coasters, right? Scentsy has never really went, thank goodness, but we go through normal roller coasters. Well, when I joined, we were and then back up again, and then we kind of were like stagnant before the last 6 months. So the 2 years before that, we were kind of just like stagnant, which was good. You know, we held on to business up and down, up and down. Guys, we're back again, going up 48% sales growth. We're seeing, you know, 20 to 30% recruiting growth. I am asking you guys to grab on now, no matter if you just started or you've been here for a while. I'm not blowing sunshine and smoke up your butthole. I'm being serious. This is the time to build your business. If you guys are not building your business right now, in 2 to 3 years, you're going to wish you would have. Here's why. 2 to 3 years we're going to have this success gap, right? It can't just keep going up. But I think what's going to happen after 2 to 3 years, it's going to level out again. We're going to be good, and it's going to, you know, keep, or maybe we'll be doing an angle like this, just not like this. Right now is like this. Grab a hold of this now, because then you're going to be okay if you've already built your team and you're going to be at a place that you desire, so that if we have that normal little slope instead of the big slope, you'll be okay, okay? Grab a hold now. I'm telling you guys, I have the best feeling in the world, and y'all know, some of you that know me, I go by my intuition, as all of us should. Please, it's not for the sake of my wallet that I'm telling you these things. It's for the sake of you, your well-being, and your business, because I want to serve you, and I feel that being honest is serving you, and I just trust me. You will thank me. Okay, guys? So I love you guys. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Get your pouch parties and your bag parties out to all your customers that are going away for Thanksgiving, because what a great time for them to collect orders. I love you guys so much. I will be back next week to chat some more, I promise. And I'll bring you guys little bits and pieces of what I'm learning at all these conferences. And I adore you guys. And I want to serve you. And I want you guys to see the big picture. And if you're not seeing the big picture, maybe we need to do, you know, some new things for your business to invigorate that. I don't know, but just let me know, let your sponsor know, let your director know. I love you, and there's a way to build a huge organization. You can make that 300,000 a year, 500,000, million a year, but you have to have patience, persistence, and drive, guys. Big time. We got to work hard. If we want big results, what do we need? We need massive action. And if you're not having massive action and you're just kind of about your business right now and your life, I need y'all to hop on, because I'm on the massive action train here. Like, y'all, I can't even tell you how excited I am. So I love you guys, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend. And if I don't, yeah, I will talk to you before Thanksgiving, so never mind. I won't tell you that now. Bye, guys.